Kia ora and welcome to our agency where we're taking care of every client and where we want you to explore New Zealand and have the best experience that you can ever have when you are traveling around. Today I'm going to explore with you some of the opportunities for you to travel the top of the North Island while you are visiting in New Zealand. The top of the North Island is one of the most interesting places in New Zealand, and I hope that our agency can help you to plan your trip and visit the most interesting and exciting places around the top of the North Island before you move to explore the rest of the New Zealand. Your plane will arrive to Auckland, which is the biggest city in New Zealand, and our guide will meet you at the airport. You will be able to recognize him quite easily because he will be wearing our branded uniform. From the airport, he will take you to the city where you will be placed in one of the best hotels in Auckland. You will be able to take a comfortable bath or even enjoy the spa or a pool that the hotel is offering. And once you feel refreshed and relaxed, our guide will take you to one of the most interesting places in Auckland, which is a sky tower. And in the sky tower, on one of the top floors, you will have your most delicious dinner, and of course the most amazing view to the city and the ocean. A sky tower is a very interesting place. It actually took 2 years and 9 months to build the sky tower, and it costed 85 million New Zealand dollars to construct the sky tower. Another interesting thing that you should know is that the height of this tower is 328 meters. And it has 1,267 stairs. but you don't need to climb the stairs because there are several lifts that can take you from the bottom to the very top, and you will have your dinner on the level 50 Sky Lounge Cafe and Bar, 182 meters or 597 feet. It is also safe as it should remain standing in the unlikely event of a magnitude 8 earthquake that will occur within 20 kilometers of the Sky Tower. That's very unlikely, but you will be safe inside. And the magnificent view of the city, especially during the night, will be marvelous. After your dinner, you will return to your hotel to stay the night in Auckland. The next day, you will travel from Auckland by ferry to a very interesting place. Just here from Auckland, you will go by ferry and visit one of the islands in this area. The island is called Tiri Matangi Island. It is a very small sanctuary. The whole island is designed to be a protected paradise for birds and reptiles and insects. Some people still live on the island, like rangers and sometimes researchers, and tourists are also allowed to stay on the island. And we are going to book an accommodation for you. So you will take a ferry, stay the whole day on the island, exploring fantastic white sand beaches, and you will be able to swim in clear waters that washes the island. And then when you stay the night, there will be a guided tour that will take you to explore the night life of the island, including looking for a kiwi bird that you probably know is a night bird. And next morning you will come by the same ferry back from the island to Auckland. And next, while you are in Auckland, we're suggesting you to have a look at the Auckland Botanical Garden. It is a paradise just in a city center with lots of green areas and lakes that is very well positioned and can be accessed by car or by public transport. In these botanical gardens, you will be able to see the trees that are native to New Zealand and some exotic trees and flowers from Pacific and from other parts of the world. There is an information center here and a cafe, so you will be able to have a rest, have something to eat, and also talk to a friendly staff who will advise you where to go depending on your preferences. So as you can see, there is different parts on this map, including some palms, some native plantations, and some native plants that are very rare and threatened, and edible gardens. And Central Lawn will allow you to have a picnic if you would like, or you can just have a rest after walking all around those botanical gardens. You can spend here the whole day walking, crossing the little bridges, and just relaxing, watching the birds, and exploring the trees and grasses. There is a rose garden as well, if you are interested in roses and camellias. There are so many different areas that everybody will find something they like. After you explored the whole botanical garden, we advise you to continue your travel and will drive you to the Bay of Islands, just here. Let me put the map a little bit closer so you can see. Now you will be able to see more of the top of the North Island, and the Bay of Island area is just here, and you will be driving from Auckland here all the way down the coastal track, coastal road here, and finally arriving to the Bay of Islands. By the time you arrive, it will be a sunset, and you will be able to watch the sunset on the beach. We will book for you a very nice holiday park that will provide you some privacy, and you will be able to look at the sea through your window, and in the morning there is a very exciting trip waiting for you. In Bay of Islands there are so many little islands that you can visit that there will be not enough time in a lifetime to explore all of them. But at least you can try and have a glimpse of them. Amazing sceneries and landscapes. You picked a very good time to visit New Zealand. February and March are the best months. And you can see that from here, from Bay of Islands, there are so many different ways that ferry can take you to visit those little islands. Many ways. You can even travel to Russell, which was the first capital of New Zealand. But we recommend you to take a trip to the Hole in the Rock, which is a dolphin cruise. Little dolphins will greet you on your way to the hole in the rock. You will be able to snorkel in this area, and then after your ferry arrived back, you can just relax on the beach. You can take a kayak and explore those little islands all the way around in your own pace. And next day you can stay here, enjoy this area a little more. And after this, you can travel to the tip of the North Island. From here, you will take this road and travel top, and then let me show you the rest of the map. The tip of the North Island is Cape Ringa. It is an amazing place where you can see how the Pacific Ocean meets Tasman Sea. It is so beautiful and it is very unique. And from here you can travel to sand dunes and to the 90-mile beach. Let me show you this area in more details on another map. Have a look here. This is how you will arrive, taking this road and coming here to see the lighthouse, and this is the place where the Tasman Sea meets the Pacific Ocean. This is the lighthouse that you will be able to photograph yourself. It is a very popular place. Many tourists are coming to see this area, but not many are staying. So what we want to offer you is to stay and explore this area, and especially those sand dunes. You can take one of the toboggans, and the toboggan is this plastic slate that you use to slide down the sand dunes. It is a very unique experience, and the sand dunes are huge. When you will be approaching here, maybe somewhere around this area, you will start seeing bright yellow mountains. And if you don't know, it's hard to believe that those are sand dunes. They are so bright yellow, so big and beautiful. This is the area where we suggest you to spend at least a couple of hours just sliding from those sand dunes using toboggans. You can borrow them from the local villages, people all around this area, just hiring them out, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then on your way back, we can take you to the 90-mile beach, which is one of the biggest and the longest beaches in New Zealand, just in here through the whole length of this peninsula. On the eastern side there is a 90-mile beach, which is a legal road, so you can actually drive on the beach. You can use your own car that you can hire if you would like, or you can use one of our four-wheel drives, and we will take you through here, and we will take you back to the North Island. But it's not the end of your adventure on the top of the North Island. The last thing that we want you to explore is Kauri Forest. On your way back, you will be coming back this way, and somewhere around this area you will find a Kauri forest. Kauri is a native tree, and on the top of the North Island there are forests that have ancient Kauri trees that are thousands of years old, and they are native only to the northern part of North Island. Everywhere else in New Zealand they were planted by people. And here I would like to show you some of the pictures. Those trees are very tall. This is the Latin name, Agathis australis, and australis means southern, In terms of sheer size, the kauri ranks first among New Zealand's native trees, and it is also one of the largest trees in the world in terms of wood volume. The largest living specimen is Tane Mahuta in Kauri Forest in Northland, with an estimate wood volume of 244 cubic meters. Tree ring counts suggest that trees may attain at least 2,000 years of age. And Tane Mahuta is a Maori name for one of the gods or spirits, and this was the name of the tree. So you can imagine then 2,000 years ago, it's probably when, nothing else that we normally see at the moment was on this planet. Those trees were little baby sprouts. So they grow up to 30 meters tall, sometimes 60 meters, with trunks up to 3 meters and sometimes 7 meters in diameter. They are very amazing trees with leaves this elongated shape, and they are threatened by some diseases. So when you enter the forest, they will ask you to wash your shoes and brush them, just to make sure that nothing particularly dangerous will be passed to the forest on your shoes. So please respect all the rules and all the suggestions and advice that New Zealand Department of Conservation is giving to you, and then you will be able to explore New Zealand the best way possible and help to preserve unique environment, unique nature and plants and animals. And so after you walked enough and admired enough the beauty of the forests and the Kauri forests, you will be able to head back to Auckland, where you can decide what would you like to do next and where would you like to go, which parts of New Zealand you want to explore, or maybe you will fall in love with the top of the north and will stay there for the rest of your trip. If you would like to support my channel, please have a look at the channel description for some of the ideas